Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. Before I jump into all the charts like this one, please click like if you would. It helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube. And subscribe to Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to our YouTube channel, and that includes the daily Tesla and daily Apple reports. So without further ado, let's jump to the longer term outlook and work our way into the day. In early January, we came off of this channel support. Now in the low 60s, low 70s, we are anticipating the 229.39 channel top as an ultimate objective following the settlement about 3 months ago. I don't have the exact count here, but it's pushing 3 months when we settled above this mid-band channel structure that was off of a positive earnings, is now in the 140s, 140, 185 to 149.96. The question is which level will we visit first? That is actually the question. And so I'm going to jump to that right now by showing this chart here. So this is sort of the last stop, if you will, the backstop as we move into later April, May trade. 185.30, this combination channel bottom rising 2/3 speed line projected off that March low is a multi-week support because it can absorb selling not only on a weekly basis, but above which that 229.39 level is in reach over the next 3 to 5 weeks. Now we need to see continued signs of strength over the next week or two. The next one will be a settlement today above 195.62. If that occurs, then I think we're probably 3 to 5 days away from reaching this former channel bottom at 216.81. So closing above 195.62, which you can also see here, I see a good low for the week. Bullish continuation by the end of next week to 216.81, where we could actually top out on a weekly basis. Now 191.63 I've reduced to a minor point only. It is a classic long-term speed line. By one measure, we're in the midst of a sell signal, but you have to be subjective with these things. I always combine my work with channel formations, and I just can't jump on board for a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week sell signal until or unless we close today, for instance, below 185.30. And if we do, good April high over the next 2 to 3 to 3 to 5 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks is likely to 146.06, which is a downside 5/8 Fibonacci from the January low to the February high. Pretty classic Fibonacci level. It also correlates pretty well presently with this band of channel support in the low 140s to upper 150s, 142.41 to 150.81. So bottom line, if we close below this level here, 185.30 today, then I am anticipating this area here over the next 2 to 3 weeks because it correlates well right now also with that 5/8 Fibonacci level. This lower zone able to absorb selling on a monthly, quite possibly quarterly basis. And from here, we can round back up within several months of testing the 140s, reach back up into the 220s. 221.25 is a long-term 3/8 Fibonacci that we came close to testing in early February. And as it turns out, I don't show it on this chart, it's in close correlation, increasingly so, with this descending channel top at 229.39. So there's another way of really saying it, and I think it's true, that if we test this 142.41 to 150.81 region over the next few weeks, we can, within several months, rally back into the low 220s, where by that point in time, that descending channel top will be probably even a little bit lower. But we're not there yet. There's no actionable sell signal in terms of sort of the final shoe to drop. One shoe has dropped, so to speak, below 191.63, but it really is 185.30 for what I would call sell signal clarity. And if we close today below 185.30, 146.06, the next 2 to 3 week target. If you like the daily Tesla report, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in both the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Do yourself a favor and check out our other content by clicking the link below. On the way down today, if we break or open below 185.30, opening below 185.30 would probably be a pretty clearer sell signal event because we'd be gapping back below Tuesday's low. And that in itself is a sign of weakness. And then certainly gapping below 185.30, we can retest this low from that was Monday at 176.11. If we break 176.11, the low settlement price so far following the February high at 172.92 would be in reach where we can place a daily low. So if we break, especially if we open today below 185.30, you should allow for 172.92 intraday. That would be the day trade. If we open at or above 185.30, the day trade remains up. And you can buy the 185.30 level in anticipation, perhaps, of 195.62. Where profits can be taken. And if settled above 195.62, as I said a moment ago, I do think by the end of next week, we should retest this 216.81 former rising channel bottom that we settled actually below in early March. That set off a sell signal to the speed line. We almost rallied back to the channel bottom, fell off, and about 4 trading days ago, we settled below the speed line. That was one sell signal event, but as you're well aware, if you've been watching the Tesla report, you know that I'm still holding out for 185.30 as sort of the final, the sell signal that would play out, I think, through the rest of April. 146.06, then considered a 2 to 3 week objective. So if we close below 185.30 and you're an options trader, you could reach for 145 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a month. You may go further out on that. And inversely, just know that holding above 185.30, if you bought those 220 or 230 out of the money calls over the last few weeks, and there were reasons to do that, and there still are, then you're just holding out for those. If we close below 185.30, you may consider liquidating those out of the money calls because I think they'll just fritter away as we continue south into the mid 140s. Once again, 195.62 in reach today above 185.30, able to contain session strength. That is sort of the day trade to the upside. Day trade to the downside is breaking or opening below 185.30. You should allow for 172.92 on an intraday basis. That is the downside day trade. Upside day trade 195.62. And if we close above 195.62, 207.46, the high from about a week and a half ago, likely within 2 to 3 days. And over the following 3 to 5 days, that former channel bottom still at 216.81 for the day itself. I'm going to leave you with this image. I don't think there's anything else to say beyond what I already have. Please click like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with Thursday's Tesla report, and you have a great evening.